Welcome back to another video. This is the start of season 22 and this game I am at rating 3970 and I got to Grandmaster at the end of it. So I always begin by going here up above the billboard. I shoot here because I can use it as cover and I get some free ult charge. You can see my tanks I've pushed in. I got lucky and picked McCree who was already damaged from my tanks. Here I'm trying to push in, but the D.Va is pressuring us back, so I'm going for her. The Winston is back, going for me in the back line. So I decide to focus him and see if we can finish him off. Unfortunately we did not finish him, and you can see the McCree has been rest and he's focusing me whenever I go forward. So I try to get the McCree, they finish him instead of me. Now I see the Anna alone, so I decide I'm gonna boop her down, but I fail because the railing saves her and the Winston comes back and helps her. So at this point I'm just trying to regroup, because we have lost a few people in our team. You can see that we're getting pushed back, and you want to be really careful here that you're not getting picked by the enemy before you are fully regrouped. Right now I'm just waiting for my tanks to come. They are still coming from spawn. I'm looking for the McCree, I know he's here somewhere. You can see that he comes out there and I'm trying to get him or boop him down. I failed the boop, you can see him pushing me. You can see how quickly it damages me, so I have to back off there. Now my tanks are back so I can push again. We get a Winston jumping us on the backside, so I have to focus him. Even if he's in ulti form, I have to focus him. The McCree goes for me again, I have to retreat even further. And we lose a few people, the Mercy, and I decide this fight is lost for now, so we just go back, regroup again and try another push. And the worst thing that can happen if you lose a fight is if you don't wait for your team to regroup and they pick you off alone, and then you're getting staggered for even longer time, and that's really bad. At this point we're getting pushed back to our spawn and we've lost almost half the time we have on this first point, so it's pretty demoralizing, but we're getting ready for yet another push and hopefully we will get through this time. Somebody in the team called out that they will go below, try another approach just to get on the point immediately. And as you can see, it works perfectly. The enemy is not expecting us to come there. You can see the D.Va is turning around. She is unsecure if she should go back to the tanks pushing in the back or go for me. So this is really good. I am still playing very carefully. I have to watch out for that McCree. He's just trying to kill me. The Winston tries to kill me another time here, but I decide I'm gonna barrage him since I've gotten the McCree, and if I get the Winston, that's 2 for 1. And something you might notice is that since we're playing super aggressive with dive tanks, the Mercy on my team has to go with the tanks most of the time. Anyway, right now I'm trying to focus the Tracer. The reason is if I don't focus the Tracer, she will go for our healers in the back line when the team fight begins. So it's really important for me to get the Tracer, just so we can have a good team fight without any Tracer pulse bombing or doing anything in the back line. We managed to get the Tracer, or the Echo manages to, which is perfect, and now we're 6 versus 5. And a team fight now is really in our favor. I go for the McCree there, he's in an exposed position. I'm still trying to get the McCree, as you can see, he's really the only focus I have. Since the Winston is nano boost, I have to focus him because I can't let him get our healers and leave our healers behind. So now they lost Winston and Tracer, and I can finally push for the McCree. He hides however in the building, but my Winston is super quick on the reaction and kills him. Now I can push further, they have only 3 players. The Tracer is back, so I decide to go for her. I can't hit her, but as you can see the Winston is really quick again, he picks her. And we're just pushing them now away back to spawn. I'm shooting missiles to try to get ult charge and push them further back. I miscalculate the situation, and when my team backs, the McCree pushes up and kills me. So when I respawned, I want to get back as fast as possible to rejoin my team. We're still fighting for this point. Fortunately my team has the advantage here, we get the Mercy and it's only the Tracer left. And she manages to get away. And since my team is pushing so far, I decide I'm gonna help push the payload. It's always good that one person at least is pushing the payload at all times. So I see that there's nobody up here, I was just checking. And I go back to the payload because 3 people move the payload faster than 1. The enemy has still not regrouped. I see that there's somebody up here and I find the Winston, so I go for him with the tanks. Now the enemy does regroup. They had a Moira in there who does an ultimate, and the Tracer goes in, so the fight has started. And the reason I'm backing here is because at the start of fights usually people activate their ultimates. You can see the Winston pops ulti, McCree pops ulti, and sometimes when the fight starts like really chaotic, you can just wait a few seconds, and now I'm going in, the ults have been used, there's nothing really to be afraid of. I decide I'm gonna go back here. I managed to get the Tracer there, she went around, and unfortunately the Winston gets me, and as I said before, the Mercy can't heal me at all times, she has to go with the tanks, but I get a rest. And now I know I have to use ultimate because we cannot let them regroup, so I just do it, and I get fortunate and get McCree and Tracer. And it's worth it because if we had let them regroup, they might have gotten picks. Now they have zero chance. They're 2 people against 5, and it's really easy for us to win this. So we finally got the 3rd point. We're now on defense. I always try to stay here to get some ult charge. We are running the same comp as we were on attack. I do get 1 hit here. I get some ult charge. And now I can see the enemy is regrouping there. I get lucky with the shot on the Tracer, she blinks into my missile. And now I'm waiting for the enemy team to start their attack. That's why I'm not really going too far into the enemy. And here the Winston starts it, the McCree pushes up. And what we're really trying to do here is to keep them off the high ground. If they can't take the high ground, they can start picking our healers. We manage holding them off, we get the hamster, I boop the Winston down, and we're still holding the high ground. We do lose the Echo, but I try to push them here by shooting the missile. Our Mercy resists the Echo, and now I'm trying to get the McCree, because he's always trying to get me. He was asleep, so I kill him. Now I try to get the Anna, but she sleeps me unfortunately as well. And now I'm just waiting for it to wear off. It wore off, the Anna died, and it's an even fight kind of. I go for the Mercy, I barrage, but I forgot I had no healing since our Mercy is on our tanks like before, but I just have to keep that in mind. So I respawn and I see that my team is losing the fight, so at this point I want to be backing really quickly. Unfortunately I do it too late and the McCree picks me off. As you can see, most of us players get picked off who got the late spawn, so it's usually best to go back if you got the bad spawn. So I have respawned and now I am waiting for my team to fully regroup. We're going to try to take that point back, and I'm just trying to get some ult charge here. I see they're not pushing me, so I can go forward, and my team goes for the ball, and I get the idea that I'm gonna flank the healers on the backside when they take the main fight. You can see that I get a bit stressed out and I miss most of my shots. She does get healing from the Mercy, and I died there, didn't get the kill I was looking for. A big reason was because my team died and they could regroup and help their Anna. So at this point we've lost 2 team fights, but I'm back and I got a lucky hit on the Echo. She was just coming out there. I go for the Winston since he's alone and exposed in a bad position. I think we get the kill on the Winston, yes we do. And now they've lost 2 people already and they can't really push at this point. So what I'm trying to do is get ult charge. I'm very close to barrage, and when I get the barrage, I'm only 20% away. I want to make sure that I get in a good position to get at least 2 kills with it. 2 kills is usually what I'm trying to get with a barrage. So the reason I went out there for a bit is because they haven't regrouped yet, so we can get some free hits. Now I go above, I'm just checking. I see there's Winston and I think I saw an Echo, so I pull back. I decide I'm gonna help our tank down here, and I see that the Winston came above. So I decide, okay, now's my moment for the barrage. The fight has started, people are distracted. I get luckily 2 kills because the Mercy wasn't looking behind her. And then I hear the McCree, he's in the side here, and I think I managed to pick him off here. Yes, I do. So you can see the approach I used was a bit more sneaky. I'm doing this again here, checking if anyone isn't ready for me. And they have lost the fight. I don't know why the tanks are still going. I luckily get the Echo here. And they really need to regroup fully because they've lost more people than we did. And I think they realize that, so now they are regrouping. And like I said before, now we want to farm ult charge. This is still the time for them to regroup. They're not gonna do anything. And you can just get some free hits. Now they go in. The Winston begins there. He jumps for me twice. I hide from the McCree because he can kill me easily. And I decide I'm gonna flank one more time. The McCree is away. I can go here without any problems. McCree is far away. And I'm still gonna be at these healers. McCree is too far away. Can't help them. And I still try to get the kill there. But I fail because they're healing each other. So I decide, okay, I'm gonna go here instead. And I think I do not get any kills here because they healed each other. I noticed they have a tracer on the flank, but the Bastion is calling out for help, so I decide I'm gonna go help him instead and go for the tracer. We get 2 picks here. They're kind of having to back off now. Our Bastion is still alive. And yeah, we're just trying to clean up the mines there. And like before, this is the time when they're regrouping. You want to get some ult charge. In my case, I have barrage. I don't need to get ult charge. You can see the McCree got a solid hit on me, which made me back. And now I decide I'm gonna go the flank again. This is the 3rd or 4th time I'm doing it, but it's still working, as you can see. Not expecting it. This time I got caught off guard with the Roadhog behind, but I did get the Ana, so even though it was a failed barrage, I still got a pick. So now I respawned and I see the tracer on the flank, so this time I decide to go for her, see if I can make her back. I got 3 HP and accidentally blow myself up. The tracer is pretty good player. I get rest, and now I just want to go and take the same route as before and try to do a flank from the behind. As you can see, this is the 2nd time somebody stops me. And you can see he was there because he had the Deadeye ultimate. So otherwise the McCree would probably not have went for the high ground. He always went on the low ground. I'm coming back from spawn, but we're kind of winning the fight. I try to chase away that tracer. She backs off. And now I try to regroup with my team. I see there's an Ana healing. We get a pick on her. Try to get the tracer again, but I think she does get away. She's really quick with the blinks. And you can see she gets me really low, but I get healed up by the Mercy. She's a good tracer. And I try to push back, and I see there's 2-3 people here. So what I'm doing right now is trying to just make them distracted. I'm not looking for a kill, but since they are the high ground and somebody is shooting rockets in the backside, it's gonna distract them and maybe help my team by making them back instead of pushing. I see they're winning the fight, they're pushing, so I'm completely cut off my team. I'm super close to barrage, so that's the plan right now, to make a barrage. I'm 4% away from it, just taking cover. I got no heal, remember, so I have to play super defensive. I decide to go for the barrage, just see if I can get 1 kill, maybe the Sigma or something. The Mercy begins to heal me right now, so I can go in deeper if I want to. Try to kill the healers, but I miss. And I get hit by the Sigma. Now I decide I'm gonna keep trying since they are so distracted. They're busy on my team. I boop the Orisa back just to make her come away from the point. And the McCree is on me. He goes for a flank and he gets me quite quickly there. And that's the reason why I'm always so careful of the McCrees. They can kill you in a few shots, so I rarely take a one-on-one battle. And the reason I went in was because I had Mercy. So I respawned and my team is winning the fight, and as you can see we have a big advantage and we will eventually take the point. As you can see, this game was pretty difficult since they had a good McCree, and as you saw, our Mercy had to heal my dive tanks a lot of the time, but I was able to adapt to that and trying to play by flanking, coming from unexpected angles. And that's how you have to play Pharah if you can't have healing all the time on you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. As you will see at the end here, I just got in Grandmaster. Since this game I've been playing a bit in Grandmaster, so I have a few games recorded which I will comment on in Grandmaster. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video.